What would your hobby?
Teaching an elderly person how to double-click a mouse who never gets it. I taught a 70-year-old coworker how to use a search bar in a browser 4 years ago, and that experience tested my patience to the limit. It took so much longer than it should have, and it blew my mind that this woman had never used a search bar, or the internet. Considering how long computers have been around. It definitely helped me grow as a person though, and now most situations don't tax my patience when I compare it to that day. Boomers generally have this attitude that they don't need to learn to use computers. We have a bunch at work who constantly use the "oh, I don't do computers" excuse. I'm in the middle of replacing someone in my department, and I've had 2 men in their 60s interview. It's right in the ad that anyone I interview needs to be able to type at least 60 WPM, know how to use Outlook, Office, Ect, and I've been testing people during the interviews with it because anyone under 25ish can't seem to type on an actual keyboard. One of these guys had to manually look for each key. The other flat out told me he doesn't use computers. Both tried to use their age as an excuse. Nope, not gonna fly with me. Computers have been standard in an office environment for 25 plus years. If you've had half your life to learn something that's just an everyday office tool and you refuse to, you're telling me you're lazy and unteachable. You're not someone I'm even going to consider hiring. Applying for jobs, having great interviews, being told that we'll definitely call you, and then getting ghosted ... for eternity. Nice, that's my life. A scorching desert, and nearby is a spring of thick, viscous tomato juice. An eternity of dinner with my in-laws. I can feel that in my bones. It might sound stereotypical due to common religious depictions of hell, but I'd have to say burning alive for all of eternity. I'm not sure if that would entail being a shapeless void that only feels unimaginable pain, or being my physical self that perpetually regenerates as it's horrifically destroyed forever, but I imagine if it was coupled with living out infinite vivid depictions of scenarios in which everyone you've ever loved or care about was experiencing equally horrible emotional, psychological and physical pain, then that would be the worst thing I think is possible. You ever watch TV on the couch, and you set the remote beside you on the couch, and then you go to grab it but it just disappears, and you lift every cushion up, and move your butt in every which way, in every direction, and you still can't find it, so you stand up because am I sitting on it? And you're moving stuff around, and you're on your hands and knees looking under the couch and under the cushions because maybe it fell in the couch. And you seriously can't find it, and then you move your foot to the left and you step on it, and it hurts, and then you pick it up and flop back on the couch, exhausted, and you set the remote beside you on the couch. Like that, but forever. Being in an empty transparent room with nothing to do and with people just looking at me all the time and asking me various unanswerable questions driving me crazy. It's not as being in a room where you're forced to endlessly paint the ceiling. You die and then come to the realization that you are sitting in like a movie theater with everybody you've ever met and or know about, and they are sitting around you having just watched everything you did in your entire life in real time. Every lie or time you talked shit about someone, every dick move, dumb thing you've ever done, and everyone knows all about it, and you have to spend the rest of eternity locked in with everyone knowing who you really are. Read about this on Reddit and it really stuck with me. The twist is that I'm God and I want and need this so I can have a deeper relationship with my family. Having endless diarrhea. And no toilet paper. Being really dumb and incapable of helping that. It's not that bad once you get used to it. forced to watch Jake Paul videos while getting kicked in the nuts. Maybe the kicker could be Jake Paul too. Standing in line at Taco Bell behind a group of 30 elderly people, and the person running the cash register is a trainee who has to get the attention of the person running drive-thru whenever he gets confused. They're out of Baja Blast Zero. All those old hands pecking through their change purses. At lunchtime, of course. Welcome to N. Florida. Watching others suffer horribly and knowing that you should help them, maybe you even could, but instead you just watch, paralyzed. You feel empathy for their agony and bear the unbearable putrid shame at your own inaction, but even trying to look away is useless because there is cruelty and pain of every kind in every direction. You compulsively tell yourself that there isn't anything you can do to help, but you really don't know because you cannot bring yourself to even try. If being condemned to being an amorphous, incorporeal shape who's delegated the responsibility of supervising the person you loved the most prior to your death as a vengeful deity tries to orchestrate their death by nefarious means, I'd rather 1,000 deaths than be subjected to witnessing any pain inflicted upon my loved ones. My hell is being condemned to watching the excruciating suffering of loved ones and not being able to alleviate it. Australia. Spiders literally fucking everywhere. Everything's the same, but we have 2009 memes. Thank you for watching, have a meme day.